All right. Hello, everybody. Says I'm live. Hello, Jason. Danny gave a sad face because she was second. Kathy. So hi, Jason, Danny, and Kathy. Thanks for being here, and thanks if you're watching later. Okay, so I will go ahead and start with the reports. While I'm reading the reports, tell me, what did you teach today? What are you going to teach? And how were your classes, or what do you have to do to get ready for your classes if you have them in the afternoon at Outschool or another company? All right, so I'll start with Vipkid. Today is June 1st. Don't forget to wish your students a happy Children's Day. They may even tell you about some of the exciting things they got to do today. Plus, happy Pride Month to our Vipkid teacher community. And this is the first time we celebrated Pride. We have a long way to go. We look forward to a supportive, welcoming environment. Here's what we have going on this month. If you're part of the LGBTQIA, those are a lot of letters, community, and would like to connect with other teachers in the community, there's a Facebook group. There's spotlighting teachers. If you'd like to contribute to community banner, there is a Facebook group for that. If you're interested in hosting your own Pride-related meetup, scroll down. Okay, and register for our Dragon Boat Festival workshop. The Dragon Boat Festival is this month, everyone. Learn how this upcoming festival into your classroom. China's Dragon Boat Festival falls on June 14th this year, which means your students are already looking forward to eating Zongzi, do I say it right? And racing dragon boats. If you want to learn more about this festival, you can incorporate it into your classroom. I do have some props. I've used rewards in the past. Plus, we're hosting raffles, selected workshops throughout the month. Look for raffle icon. Download the June desktop calendar, plus some updates on the 6 Apple Challenge. The June calendar is ready. Learn about Children's Day, the Dragon Boat Festival, and June booking trends. To download the calendar to your 6 Apple page, click on VIP Calendar Lifestyle Discount. Plus, we're almost halfway through the 6 Apple Language Learning Challenge. Here's a little fact. The 3 most common languages teachers have chosen to learn are Chinese, Spanish, and French. Let me know what languages have you learned or want to learn. Take a look at these numbers. 5 is the most languages a teacher is learning at once. Wow, who's learning 5 languages at once? That's a lot. 20 is the most hours a teacher spend actively learning a language. 3,094, the cumulative number of lessons a teacher has taken so far. 9,034 cumulative number of activities teachers have completed so far. Wow, actually, so I kind of wish that I delved more into a language when I was in school, because then if you're doing it in school, you're forced to do it no matter how busy you get or what you have going on. Kind of as an adult, I'm trying to learn a language and you get busy, you just let it go. No one's forcing you. I kind of wish I'd learned more Spanish. Side note, this is about Outschool, not Vipkid. But I do know that kids in Europe learn a lot more languages. And, that's, as we all know, it's just as far to get to another country as it is in another state where we live. So I love asking. I have one section of one of my classes where I literally have people, like nobody is from the US, except maybe one besides me. And I like asking the kids from Europe, how many languages do you know? And this is what they do. Like they're literally counting on their fingers. And then I ask the kids from America, how many languages do you know? It's either like, just English, or some of them are like, I'm learning Spanish or something. So yes. Okay, teacher voice curriculum updates. Okay, so there's a slide where you're learning the silent B. And they had the kids spelling. I didn't, because it used a lot of ink, I didn't print out the picture. But so they actually had the kids spelling the word dumb. Apparently enough teachers complained about this and they changed it to thumb. Why would you have the kids, why would it have a children's lesson spelling the word dumb? Yeah, I don't know. Announcing June's skill of the month. Submit your tips to earn tokens. We're showcasing a new skill in Dino U, rapport building. If you have tips and advice for your fellow teachers on how to build rapport in the classroom, click here to submit your tips, a class clip, or an image. Celebrating educators, Pride Month. Throughout June, we will be celebrating Pride Month by sharing and celebrating the stories of Vipkid educators who are part of the LGBT community. And as a part of our diversity and inclusion, Vipkid will actively share diverse narratives. Yeah, Danny says that's dumb with a thumbs down. Virtual meetups. Okay, so May was a fun month with so many different meetups. Now it's officially Pride Month. We have suggestions. Host a brunch, coffee, lunch by encouraging attendees to purchase food from businesses owned by LGBT. Host a book club. Check out Dragon Boat's festival meetups. Please note there's currently a delay in receiving tokens that are coming up from the Dragon Boat prop making and a Dragon Boat race. So anyways, there's a delay in meetups from May 11th. Trending topics. I never attended a meetup. I did, Jason, when I was a newer teacher. I literally have no interest now. I'm really busy and I've got Outschool in the afternoons. So I have friends, but I did when I was newer. I did. Okay, so trending topics, feedback on the new booking page, reports of issues on the mobile app account tab. All right. And I kind of already have read your comments kind of while I was. All right, Gogokid updates. I know Danny's waiting for this one. Virtual Meetup weekly updates. So I read these at a time. Basically, Gogokid is implementing the same types of meetups that Vipkid does. We know we have the best teachers. Wouldn't it be great to get to know other teachers and feel connected? We want to help you build a community with other Gogokid teachers. That's why we're thrilled to announce Gogokid virtual meetups. So these are fantastic gatherings. Okay, long story short, they're just like Vipkid meetups. So they have suggestions on things you could do for meetups: crafts, show and tell, game night, profile sharing, book club, trivia night, murder mysteries. How do I do it? You know, all the things that you would have a Vipkid meetup for. Okay, so then they have a whole process. You need to submit a form, promote your meetup to other contracted teachers. To kick off this exciting new program, we are offering potential hosts who submit their proposals this week an extra 30 unicorns if your meetup is approved. Okay. June referral incentive updates. This is what you've been waiting for, Danny. You can still earn $150 per referral in June. That's good news. So let me just say there's nothing in here about the $300 bonus. So I guess it's done. If you missed the boat in May, they're not offering it this month, but they still are offering $150 per referral. So that's good for those of us that refer. Not good if you're trying to get in the company and we're going for the $300 bonus and didn't get in last month. Okay. Should I tell the parents if the kids are struggling in my trial lesson? Oh, Greenlight Yoga is doing a Vipkid teacher yoga meetup. All right, send me a text, Danny. When is that? Or say it in the chat. Maybe other people who are watching want to know about that. I'd like to go. Heather, who's a Vipkid teacher, has something called Greenlight Yoga. You can Google it, and then sometimes it's a drop-in fee of $10 just to drop into one of her classes. Okay, so listen to this, you guys. I can't believe people actually do this. You know, for them to say this, it means someone did it. Trial classes are a combination of fun and challenges. The purpose of trial classes is to show parents the benefits of live English classes. As teachers, we have the opportunity to show off our talents as well as curriculum. We all know that it usually takes time for young ones to feel comfortable in front of a screen. Some very young students may take their first online lessons with you, and the parents expect that their kids can make it. So please don't tell the parents directly that their kids are not ready for these lessons. So trial lessons. The company, Vipkid or in this case, Gogokid, they're trying to sell to parents to get more people on the platform. So teachers are actually telling them in feedback, your kid's not ready. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. So Gogokid's trying to sell and get more customers. They don't want people telling them, yeah, your kid's not ready. I can't believe people actually do this. So this is their suggestion. Instead, you can recommend some storybooks or nursery rhymes to help the kids get familiar with English language more quickly outside of the classroom. This is a good point of showing your academic professionalism. Please be reminded that any type of negative or discouraging language in class or in feedback may lead to parent complaints. And we suggest you pass your concern via tickets, and we will try our best to help. All right. So great way to never get booked with another trial again. Exactly. Like, I can't believe people think that was okay. Be the first 100 to capture the wonderful moments. Yes, it's in quotes. Wonderful moments is coming. Let me see what this is. Wonderful moments. Okay, yeah, I had my pages backwards. With your help, our parents will be able to keep these adorable snapshots. Okay, let me paraphrase. They had a lot of pictures to go with. I don't like to print the pictures because it has a lot of ink, but they have some kind of new thing coming where like you can snap, you know, like a selfie or shots with the kids. You can make yourself and the kids side by side look bigger, and you can, you know, take pictures basically. So they have that new thing coming up. Workshops. They've got workshops coming up, and they have links. I'll just rattle off a few of them, but you can look in, you know, on the fresh desk for the Gogokid workshop. How to teach lower level lessons, K lesson, ice-breaking activities, student output, better pacing. Okay. Due to the increase in number of students recently, respectfully, we advise you to pay more attention to your schedule and bookings to avoid missing any classes. For better experience and to avoid credit score deduction, we strongly advise you to keep your slots closed if you would not be available to take classes. It's better to cancel more than 24 hours in advance. They must have had a lot of people canceling lately. As you guys know from 2 weeks ago, yeah, I had to cancel one of my Gogokid classes because I was double booked. Things happen, but yeah, they're saying try not to. Okay, hold up. Oh, and we prepared some videos. Anyways, that was it. Okay, Danny put, if you're watching this later, you can look at the chat too. She put the Heather's yoga. Oh, she put the Meetup in the chat. Okay, yin yoga, slow and holding poses. If you don't know anything about yoga, yeah, so yin yoga, you're holding the pose for a long time. On the surface, it looks and sounds easy. And some of the poses, when you first start doing them, you're like, this is easy. But holding in the same spot for a long time can be harder than you think. Or it might be easy when you first start doing the pose, and then it's hard. Jason, I stopped opening my Gogokid slots. I needed a break from them. If you don't mind saying, Jason, what was it about Gogokid specifically as opposed to Vipkid that you needed a break about? Hi, Rebecca. Just finished the reports. But you could, after you listen, of course, you could go back later. So anyways, how was everyone's classes today? I had one just because I'm opening, you know, just priority booking requests, mostly at Vipkid. I had this one student, it was only my second time with him, and really, really struggling. I had an assessment, and his score was like 18 out of 38. I'm not really looking forward to that. You know, my first lesson with him wasn't an assessment. But yeah, Rebecca had 4 trials and they all showed up. Too long link, just go to, okay. Danny just gave the regular not Facebook, the link to the main page of the yoga if you want to do the paid yoga. I have 2 Outschool classes later today, which I am already prepped for, already have my books read. I had soccer tournament over the weekend. Both Saturday and Sunday, I had like a long break in between both games. I should have gone home Sunday. A lot of the parents went home, but it's the type of thing, sometimes you'll run into traffic and it can take 2 hours to get there or back. Anyways, so I had plenty of time to do my reading for my Outschool classes over the weekend. Actually, even my class tomorrow, I'm halfway through that book already. 8 Vipkid classes, all nice regulars. Nice. Okay. And how was your weekend for Memorial Weekend? As you know, I went camping. I had to leave camping for the soccer tournament. My husband was supposed to take my son on the soccer tournament, but he got to camping later than me, and he's been having stress at work lately, so we switched so that I would take him and he had a relaxing time at home. They won 1 out of their 4 games. One of the games was really hard because we felt like the ref was being unfair, like would call stuff on our team when the other team was doing like the same things and wouldn't call it on them. So that's hard when you feel like, you're being targeted. Rebecca, I have 3 Outschool classes today, including a full one-time class. So we're awesome. What was your full one-time class? I have not started opening one-time classes at Outschool again, only because I've been very busy in my personal life, vacations, other jobs. I did that course, but it's something I was thinking I really should do for the summer just to get in more students. Let me know, especially if you have school-age kids and you kind of want to cut back in the summer. The one thing that is nice about the ESL companies is that you work in the morning and you have the rest of the day free. So now I'm kind of thinking, well, what do I do for the summer? Now I've got these Outschool classes in the middle of the day, and I do want to have a summer with my kids. So I'm thinking about Wednesdays and Fridays. Both days are days where I have classes with only 1 or 2 sections. So I'm thinking about just taking off, scaling back at least for 2 months for every other week, Wednesday and Friday working, so that I can have some full days. I already have Mondays off, but I do schedule appointments. My kids have a super short summer this year because they started late last year due to COVID. And then they're starting at the normal time this year, making their summer really short. So I don't have a lot of time with them. So yeah, I would like to cut back at Outschool, and maybe I will open more VIP kid classes to compensate or do something else. Yes. Well, Rebecca, I have only 3 today and don't start till 12. Some of my ongoing classes are getting back to full. Me too. I am getting some new signups. I actually had 2 signups today for some of my ongoing classes. And I had some kids leave ongoing classes and then say, we'll be back in the summer. But there's part of you is like, oh, are they just saying that to be polite, not to hurt my feelings? But I've had some come back, so that's good. They really meant it. They just needed to be off from my ongoing classes during, to finish up school or whatever they needed to do, and they're coming back. Rebecca, my one-time class is mixing colors and making a fizzy rainbow a great funnel for my ongoing science class. That sounds like a fun class. The full day is nice. Yes, that is great, Danny. Our kids are starting year-round school next year. Oh, wow. What do you think of that, Danny? Definitely have mixed feelings. The good thing about year-round school is you get more breaks during the year. Maybe you could do an off-season vacation. I've thought about all this when they've talked about going, but like the bad part is you can't go on vacation like every time they're off. So it's like, what do you do when you've got 2 weeks off in the middle of, let's say, January? At least in the summer, you've got the pool and amusement parks and stuff to do with them. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I personally would like year-round school, but I know there are some advantages to it. A lot of people have arguments for it, valid ones, but I would prefer not to. Yeah, so my Outschool classes are going well, I'm keeping my ongoing classes going. I had to get rid of 1 section of 1 class. Other than that, I'm starting to get re-enrollments, so that's good. Anyways, I have a lot to do since I had such a busy weekend with camping and the soccer tournament. I've got clothes to wash, still haven't unpacked. You guys know how it is. It's like so much work before you go on the vacation, getting ready, packing. It's so much work after, you know, all the unpacking and clothes washing, you know, and clothes get really, really dirty for soccer and camping. You know what I mean? They are like filled with dirt. So, right, I've never done year-round style. I go with the flow. Okay, so it doesn't really bother you, sounds like. Okay. Yeah, I just, with the exception of the off-season vacation, that I would like. Other than that, I just wouldn't know what to do with my kids in the middle. Mom work, right. I've got a lot of work with that to do. So, yeah, well, anyways, thanks you guys for coming. I'll be here next week with the weekly reports again. And thanks to those of you who watch later. Give me a thumbs up. That would be awesome. Bye, everyone. See you next week, or I'll be at your lives too. 再见。